Hi guys, and welcome to the MK Dons vs Sunderland match review. So, after yesterday's result, I am a happy bunny. And a little bit hungover as well. But we'll get through it, we'll march on, and we'll carry on with the match review. So we went to MK Dons yesterday, and we did win by a goal to nil, and what a 3 points that was. So we'll get into the starting 11. We had McLaughlin in goal, we had Ozturk, Willis, and Lynch as well as the back three. We had O'Nien and Hume as the wing backs, as we usually do. We had Dobbo and Power in the middle, and then of course we had Charlie Wyke, Lyndon Gooch and Chris Maguire across the front three. So getting into the first half, and to be honest, I was quite disappointed with our performance. We didn't show the level of intensity that we'd seen over the last couple of games. Of course, you can always show the levels of intensity in the press that we have been doing recently, because it's just unrealistic to show that level of energy so consistently. But I was disappointed because I felt like we were paying them a little bit too much respect. We were backing off, we were sitting deep, we were allowing them so much room. And, you know, although MK Dons didn't make sort of lots of clear-cut chances, we allowed them too much space on the ball. They were playing it around us quite easily, and they were walking through us quite easily. And every sort of 50-50, every aerial duel, they were just winning everything. Do you know what I mean? Physically, they were just overpowering us. But in saying that, in the first half, we did make the best chance. So in terms of quality chances, we should have been in the lead come half-time. Ball played in, and it eventually finds Ozturk just 5-6 yards from goal, open net pretty much. And rather than sticking his foot through it and smashing it in the back of the net, he's kind of studded it. He's kind of hit the ball with his studs on the top of the ball, and it's just kind of slowly rolled wide. So that was the best chance of the half. It was an absolute sitter, and we should have been a goal in front. But as I say, I was really, really disappointed with the performance, because I felt like the intensity levels weren't there, and I felt like we just made it so easy for MK Dons, and you could definitely see that they were the informed side. I mean, the quality of the pitch wasn't great, which doesn't suit the playing style that we'd been sort of playing and adapting to in recent weeks, because it was just bobbling everywhere. The pitch was really bad quality in comparison to what we've seen. You know, when we played obviously at our place and Doncaster and other away games, it definitely wasn't a very good quality pitch whatsoever. But of course, MK Dons had to use that pitch as well, so it's not like it was only us who had to deal with it. But yeah, so on the whole, we defended well in the first half, but we weren't really creating too much other than the Ozturk chance. There was a couple of little hit and misses and sort of, you know, hitting hopes, but we weren't really creating. We didn't really get the ball on the floor and play, which was difficult, as I say, anyway, because of the pitch and the quality of it. But in the second half, we came out and I felt like we were a lot better. We were creating chances, and we could have gone 2-3, 4-0 up with the clear-cut chances that we did make. O'Nien headed it over the bar with what was basically an open net again. Well, I say an open net, it was pretty much. He did have the goal gaping at his mercy. Ball's played in and he's nodded it over the bar. Ozturk missed another sitter when it was easier to score. So we were making chances, we were playing well, but finally, Lyndon Gooch, just a little bit of quality, because it really was a game that just lacked quality. It was just screaming out for that little bit of magic, that little bit of quality, and lo and behold, our little American wizard comes in from the right hand side, cuts inside, hits it with his left foot, and it just slowly, literally was slow motion, just slowly drifted into that top left hand corner, leaving the keeper with no chance, and sends the away end into absolute insanity, into madness. There's flares being thrown onto the pitch, there's fans piling onto the pitch, and that ended up being the decisive goal to make it 1-0, and we did win with ourselves a really good 3 points as well. So all in all, of course, the performance could have been better. It could have been a lot better. But in saying that, there's the old cliche of, you know, if you're still picking up 3 points whilst not playing well, then that is the sign of champions, which of course I'm not getting ahead of myself. I don't necessarily think we are going to win the league. Well, of course, I hope we do. But that is a really, really good 3 points. And MK Dons are an informed team as well. I don't think the league table fairly reflects how good that side is. You know, in recent weeks, their home form has been excellent. They've beat Portsmouth there, who, of course, as we know ourselves, they're a difficult team to beat. They beat Bristol Rovers recently. They beat Oxford, who were up there as well. So they're in really good form in terms of the home form as well. So for us to go there, not play particularly well, but still get away with a 1-0 win and create the chances we did, you know, it's a really, really good sign. It's a really, really good sign. It's a different dimension. It's a different side to this sort of new Phil Parkinson's side, and I do look at it now as sort of like a new side with Phil Parkinson, because I believe that the players now are starting to understand this system finally, and that really does reflect in the good run of form that we're having at the minute. So it's the first time it had been really tested, because I feel like we've literally walked through teams in recent weeks because we've played that well. So it was good to see that other side where, you know, although the quality didn't show too much and it wasn't a quality game, it was good to see the fight and the drive and the passion and just the running about, because that is what we did. We had to run about a lot and just chase the ball because they were trying to keep hold of it. And it was a different test for us, and we still come away victorious, which was really, really nice. We did see, we saw Lafferty as well, who's been given the number 8, which I did say in social media, you know, my OCD went through the roof when I saw that a striker was given the number 8. And don't get me wrong, I know there's been a lot of good strikers in the past that have been given the number 8, but for me it just doesn't sit well. The number 8 is a central midfielder's number. But anyway, that's by the by. Lafferty did come on for the last sort of like 10 minutes or so, just over 10 minutes. And although he didn't get on the ball too much, he did actually have a chance himself relatively soon after he did come on. It's come to him on the edge of the box, and you can see he just wasn't really sharp enough, which I'd expect because he isn't up to scratch in terms of match fitness, and he just sort of scoops it over the bar. But you know, you need to be there to make the chances, and that's what he did. So it gives us a different dimension up top, which I'm quite excited to see how he does fit in the next few weeks. But we did get away anyway. We got away with the 3 points. It was a really, really good 3 points, especially due to MK Dons and their recent form. It isn't an easy place to go by any stretch. So 3 points is absolutely excellent. We've now pushed up to 6th, which is awesome. And if I do look at the league table, I think we are currently, just bear with me, 6 points off the top, which is really, really good. It's so tight at the minute between 6th and 1st. It really is tight, and we're level on points with Portsmouth, who are in 7th on 41 points. You've got Oxford on 41 points as well, so we're level on points with Oxford, who are in 5th. You've got Wickham 44 points, Coventry 44 points, Ipswich 45 points, and then Rotherham 47 points. So it's so close. But if we just keep this run of form going now, we have hit form at the most perfect time of the season, because of course we had that really bad couple of months with Parkinson, and it really does look like he's turned it around now, and hats off to him. I'll give him all the credit where it's due, because we're looking like a real force to be reckoned with. And but now that we have managed to get into the playoffs, now is where the hard work really starts. We need to stay in there and push on and push forward and maybe get into the top 2, because that is the aim for the season. The aim is to get promoted. Automatically would be the preferable method in which we do it, but now is where the hard work begins. Now we've started to show the league that, you know, we are a force to be reckoned with. Like I say, I think last time out when we did take on, when we took on Wickham, that was a real statement result. And now to get those little wins at difficult places like away from home at MK Dons, those are the games that you really need to fight for the 3 points, and that's what we did. It was a gritty performance, but we got away with it, and I'm really, really happy for the lads. Gooch, who's in excellent form as well. That was a class goal for him, and you know, I'm really happy for him. In terms of a man of the match, it's quite a difficult one, because I feel like we actually played quite well as a unit in terms of, you know, just really, really working hard without showing too much quality throughout the game. But I guess I'll give it to Lyndon Gooch, because just when we were crying out for that little bit of quality, that little bit of oomph, that little bit of something special, he came out with an absolute thunder shit of a goal. Thunder shit? Nah, I'm not happy with that. Not thunder shit. A beauty of a goal. I don't know how to describe it. Leave it. You know what I mean? It was a really good goal. But yeah, so it's another really good 3 points, and that will be it. So, what did you think of the game? Let me know in the comments down below. But if you have enjoyed this video, please hit the like button for me. It'd be massively, massively appreciated. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already to become a fully fledged member of the Sarny Army. But for now, you take care and stay jammy.